That's not what it is. It's the devil, my friend.
Yeah.
I did not want to have to come here, Juggies, but it seems we have met our bitter
What about?
end. Guys, let me just make sure nobody's here before we have our little conversation. Whoa, angle switch, yeah, well, nobody's in the bathroom. Looks like we're good there.
Who's in the bathroom? The bathroom's right here. The toilet's there. Oh, okay. In that on particular note, Dr. Seuss. If you don't know Dr. Seuss, he's made from Cat in the Hat, Fox in Socks, Green Eggs and Ham, and The Grinch, and more. Somehow, this telling says watch they were before they were famous. So that is what is going on, but.
Feature. He was more than vocal about protecting his characters and stories from exploitation.
Wow.
He also published over 60 books, including Cat in the Hat, Green Eggs and Ham, Horton Hears a Who and more.
Yeah.
Thing 1 and thing 2. The classic tale comes to life.
Before Dr. Seuss would have 7 of his books be made into feature films, including How the Grinch Stole Christmas and Cat in the Hat.
The Grinch.
Jim Carrey.
The Grinch.
Before Dr. Seuss would effectively be cancelled in 2021 with at least 6 of his books, including If I Ran the Zoo and the lesser-known McElligot's Pool.
There were images and references considered racist.
It harms people. It disadvantages people. It tells people who is foreign.
His rhymes and characters are beloved by generations of fans, or at least they were. If you think the visuals and poetry that he popularized in the Dr. Seuss books is problematic,
Yeah.
well, it was a big improvement from his first crack at children's literature, which was a collection of books titled, well, wait for it, Boners. I'm not even kidding.
Boners.
Researching this video,
That-
it turns out your boy Dr. Seuss is a bit of a party animal himself. As
Party
some
animal.
Master, I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. He also had a long checkered past of creating racist advertisements, and political cartoons, and even performed in blackface when he was in college.
Wow.
We got a lot to get through. What's poppin', guys? Your boy
This
Bubba
book
Bubba
turns
back
political.
brand new before they
This-
were gone
this
video.
su-
Our most recent entry in this series
Wow.
was the breakup of Daft Punk. So please go and check that out on our channel. Let's
Yeah.
get to this video.
I've already watched it. David Bowie, not just big, Christine Grimmie. Not because they were gone. It's not Michael McCrudden. It's Marilyn Palmer. Jeez.
Gazelle was born on March 2nd, 1904.
Before they were gone, with Marilyn Palmer.
Theodore Robert Gazelle
Palmer.
was a successful brewmaster, so money wasn't ever really an issue for the
There's no
family.
really issues. Oh yeah,
In
that's
multiple
cool.
Reports about his early years, various publications referred to him as being
Oh, I really love Dr.
Like his
Seuss.
father, Ted would keep his deepest feelings.
So I read in Dr.
himself.
Seuss books before I went to bed.
A loner by nature,
Wow.
his closest friend growing up was his sister Marnie.
He grew up with a zoo near his house, which he would visit every Sunday, and he found an early love for art and illustration.
Cancel
He was 12 years
culture
old,
begins
World War
now.
I broke out,
2021
caused
cancel
national
culture again.
resentment.
Oh my good.
Schoolmates often called him that drunken Hun. He would never forget it.
At age 18, Gazelle left home to attend Dartmouth College, where he became
I
the
know.
editor-in-chief of its humor magazine, Jack-O-Lantern.
But of course, that is a place where you get to write pretty much anything you want.
Jack-O-Lantern.
It was a place for him to write nonsense verse and to do ridiculous cartoons.
When Gazelle and his friends were caught drinking in his dorm room a bootleg bottle of gin during Prohibition, he was kicked off the magazine staff, but continued to contribute to it using the pseudonym Zeus. He was
Yeah.
also said to have performed in a minstrel show in blackface, which is always a great idea. After graduating from
The
Dartmouth
minstrel show.
College, Seuss made
You know the
trip
minstrel
to
show, the
England, where he
BBC
attended
TV, the BBC program, BBC television
His initial
program.
plan was to become a professor.
Wow.
But it was there that he met his
Wow.
future wife, Helen Palmer. The couple married in 1927, and he dropped out of Oxford in the 2-month back to the
Especially.
United States that same year. Seeing as he dropped out of Oxford, that's got me wondering if he really is in fact a doctor. I highly doubt it. Upon returning to America, Seuss decided to pursue cartooning full-time. His articles and illustrations were published in numerous magazines, including Life and Vanity Fair. A cartoon that he published in the July 1927 issue of the Saturday Evening Post landed him a staff position at the New York Weekly Judge. Seuss next worked for Standard Oil in the advertising department, where he spent the next 15 years.
Oh,
His
yeah.
ad for Flair,
15.
a popular insecticide, became nationally famous. It was around this time that he also
Famous.
did scores of racist ads and political cartoons that included racial slurs and that depicted black people as
Wow.
savages in grass skirts. There were also Asian people with slits for eyes and Middle Eastern characters wearing turbans and riding camels. Some of
Riding
these
camel,
early
okay.
display in various museums, but I got a feeling that they're gonna need to go back and clean up some of the pieces they have on display.
The show
Yeah.
covers his initial career in advertising, his trip through the world of political cartoons, but it focuses on the books he began writing close to 50 years ago.
Not a good look, man. It's just not a good look. Around this time, Viking Press offered Seuss a contract to illustrate a children's collection called Boners. Surprise,
Wow.
surprise, the book sold
Okay.
well, but it gave him a break into children's literature. At the start of World War II, Seuss began
World War
contributing
II.
weekly
Dr. Seuss is not
cartoons
dead,
to the
it's just
Brooklyn
cancelled.
magazine. In 1942, too old for the draft, Seuss served with Frank Capra.
Or we should put, where are they now? Because somehow, where Dr. Seuss there? Where are Dr. Seuss here?
Following the war, he and Helen purchased an old observation tower.
Well, not he is gone because he was
where he would write for at least
slightly
8
gone.
hours a day.
Slightly, he's not dead. But he's like,
Enjoy a vodka on the rocks.
everyone's sort of like, wow, I had enough. 2021 will be a new start, will be a new future. 2021 will be a diverse.
Where would you rather be? Somewhere in between.
He never had any children of his own, but instead spent the next 5 decades producing children's literature. He settled on a writing style for his books of using a simplified vocabulary and more elaborate illustrative techniques from his early years. Speaking on his style, he stated, "I don't write for children, I write for people. Once a writer starts talking down to kids, he's lost. Kids can pick up on that kind of thing." His first book, And to Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street, was rejected 27 times before it was finally published in 1937.
1937, wow.
He published more than 60 books, including Horton Wears a Who in 1954, The Cat in the Hat in 1957, How the Grinch Stole Christmas in 1957, which would be adapted into a Christmas special, increasing his notoriety immensely. Green Eggs and Ham in 1960, Dr. Seuss, ABC, An Amazing Alphabet Book in 1963, The Lorax in 1971, and If I Ran the Zoo in 1950, which at the time won multiple awards, but today they are becoming famous for a whole bunch of other reasons. If you don't know the scandal, well, books including If I Ran the Zoo have details of a young boy.
I ran the zoo, okay then.
The fictional land of Zambamata.
Conversation.
Great naval tradition, you know?
I feel like I can't stop it. There's something what it is. It's the devil.
It's the devil! I love being the devil.
In Salford.
The devil. I am the devil.
With any of the other year sevens.
In school, I'm a little bit sad and nervous. Because in playground, sometimes I can't understand what they say. And I can't speak the same language.
To help develop Ronnie's English language skills.
I feel like I can't.
Absolutely.
Friend? Whoa, angle switch, Gaggle. Nobody's in the bathroom. Hey, let me make sure the rest of these rooms are clear. One sec.
Click his fingers and then set into the continuity.
He's the worst presenter I've ever worked with.
We have our little conversation. And Snap is just something so you guys understand what the fuck's going on. Which I'm sure you're probably wondering what is happening. Let me make sure the rest of these rooms are clear. One sec. It is risky, guys, showing my face. The devil never walks among the people. Everything looks clear, guys. Let me check. I don't want anybody to see this.
Yeah,
Hi, Jules.
Hi, guys. Hey. Great to see you so full of positive energy, like me.
Just professional, I suppose.
Keep it up. This is Granary. Now, fun.
Friends!
It's time to leave.
Alright, I'll see you after, guys. Take care.